Alright, we're parked in Briar 2. Anybody that's not familiar, Briar 2 is the address Chevy Chase gave Bill Murray, who played Carl in Caddyshack, his address when he asked him if he wanted, we should hang out. You live over there on Briar. He goes, yeah, Briar 2.
You ever want to rap or anything? Just talk or just, get weird with somebody. Buddies for life, I think.
I'll drop by. You drop by my place anytime.
What's your address over there? You're on Briar, right?
Briar, 2.
Good morning, everybody from Legoland, Florida. We're back. It's been a few months. I think the last time we were here was Christmas, because it was a Christmas tree right out here. Welcome back, Fire Medic Adventures Unplugged. I am here today because this is going to be a mega construction update, or as I would say, a ginormous construction update for Legoland, Florida. There is a lot going on at this park. I've been trying to get out here for a little bit now, and I'm glad I was able to make it out here today. The weather turned out beautiful. It was pouring rain this morning. I was like, yeah, we'll fight the rain, but the skies broke clear, and it is sunshine for at least a little while. But we're going to get out here and enjoy Legoland. And also, I don't come out here as much in the summer because this is a very, very warm park. It is kind of in the middle of Central Florida. It is on a lake, though, I will say that. There is some nice breeze down by the lake, but overall, the park is pretty warm. Outside of the months of late June, July, and August, it's a fantastic place to visit. But I've noticed they've also been keeping Legoland open later, so you can kind of enjoy it in the evening, too. Like, I think they close at 6 now throughout the summer instead of 5. So you can kind of enjoy it in the evenings, in the evening hours. But anyway, I thought we'd come out here because there is a lot going on here. Sea life. There's a sea life aquarium that they built inside the park. If you remember from my last time out here at Christmas time, it was still pretty much just block and mortar, and now it is open. I believe now they're doing soft openings for anybody that visits the park that wants to walk through it. The official opening day is Friday, a couple days from now, June 6th. I might come out here for that. We'll see how it goes, see how the weather is too. But I think right now it's still in soft opening, so we're going to try to check out sea life today. And then there's also a new project that was announced more recently, and that Legoland Florida is building a ginormous indoor roller coaster out where the flying school used to be. If you remember the last time we were out here, when I was in the botanical gardens, and I noticed the tree line had been cleared away, and I thought that's not normal. There's supposed to be a lot of trees filled in here, and there was definitely a lot of heavy machinery moving things around. Well, that's what was going on. They're building a brand new indoor roller coaster for 2026. I am excited to see what this is going to be. So we're going to check out that project, and apparently there's a bunch of other littler projects going on around the park. So we're going to have a fun day touring around Legoland, Florida, looking at all the new construction updates for the remainder of 2025 and 2026. And yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. We are in Winter Haven, to be exact. That's where Legoland, Florida is. If you drive from the theme park district in Orlando, Florida, it's about, with freaking traffic lights, it's like an hour 20-minute drive. Not terrible. But the only downside with getting here is on Highway 27, there are traffic lights everywhere. That's the only downside. Other than that, it's a great place to visit. So if you're going to be here in Orlando at any point during your vacation, and you can work it in, make time to make a trip down to Legoland, Florida here in Winter Haven. It's a cool place for kids and adults. Let's not leave that part out, and adults. Welcome, everybody. And for anybody that's not familiar, this was built on the site of the old Cypress Gardens. Unfortunately, when Cypress Gardens went out of business, I think it was in 2008 or 9 after the great financial crash, it sat dormant for a little bit, and then Merlin Entertainments came in, which they own the Legoland Theme Park group. They bought the property and they turned it into Legoland, but what I really like is they preserved a lot of the original qualities of Cypress Gardens. Now, I was never here when Cypress Gardens was a thing. I've just read history on it, but it is neat to see some of the original things still in place. We're going to use our annual pass here and go check out Legoland. Wow, here it is. Look at this. Oh yeah, it says wow right there. Last time we were here, this was all behind construction walls, and it was just, like I said, block and mortar. So they are still doing technical rehearsals, so let's see what we can do to walk through here. All right, so what I learned is that to get into sea life here, you have to add it to your day ticket, or you have to have a gold, or I think it's elite annual pass. I don't have that. I have the next step below gold, so I might see if I can upgrade. We'll figure something out. But just so you all know that this is not complimentary if you come here. I did not know that. This is not part of the experience of being in Legoland. You do have to purchase this. When they did construction to build this, they took out a lot of features here. There used to be a bunch of Lego figures and I think a couple fountains here and one that sprayed water in this area. Those are all gone now. And they're also redoing the big shop, the big Lego shop, but it's still open. Wow, lots going on here. Oh, and they are having the Lego Summer Festival, which is, I'm gonna maybe assume it's on weekends, probably. This is something new they've added for this year. From what I've heard, families really seem to enjoy this. Got a pretty neat Florida scape here, all in Legos. It captures pretty much everything Florida right here. Oh, this is new. They have a kiosk with all the Lego botanical sets. That's pretty neat. Oh, this is a tough set to find too.
Pizza. Get your pizza here. You like it a pizza? Come on inside and have some of my fresh pizza.
God, say the pepperoni. Do it, do it.
Nice and tasty. Nice and tasty.
Yeah, we'll have to try later. I was trying to wait for him to say you like it to pepperoni, but people were piling up, so never mind. Well, it's not bad right now, really. Maybe we do the Coast Guard Academy if I get back there in time. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. The double-decker carousel. Still have never ridden this yet. Just for a minute, we're going to swing into Lego Movie World here. I want to show you all something. There's Masters of Flight. I did that last time I was out here. That's a fun ride. So this ride here, this is the Battle for Bricksburg. This is the ride that I said that the fire drill ride at Epic Universe reminded me of. Except this one has got cannons on the outside that you can spray people in the boats with. I don't think they have that at Epic Universe, or if they do, they haven't opened them yet. But yeah, it's kind of the people in the boat can get you and you can get them. So let's play around a minute here, shall we? Oh man. Hey, it's fair play, man. They got me just as good. As you can see, you can get pretty darn wet on this ride. This ride also was under a different name when this used to be the land of Chima. I was out here once when this was still the land of Chima. That was a pretty cool theme. They're fixing to get pretty wet here in a minute to go right through that water spray. Oh goodness. So if you decide to watch the Battle for Bricksburg and you don't ride it, you can soak people in the boat, but also keep in mind they can turn and fire on you as well. If I come here Friday for the grand opening of Sea Life, I'll have to bring my GoPro so we can ride this, because I can't ride this with the DJI. That would not do well. These things apparently do not like water that well. Wow, talk about realism and theming, huh? That's about as real as it gets. Dog pissing on a light pole. Onward! Working our way back to the back of the park. We're going to go through the Kingdom section next, or as I call it, Lego Castle Land. Really, the wait times aren't bad. I mean, the Dragon Coaster back there, 5-minute wait. As I've mentioned before, that's the most popular ride in this park, arguably. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Oh wait, that's the wrong park. Sorry. So one of the construction updates I want to look for as we're making our way back is they tore down this kids' play area over here. I think it was called King Arthur's Court. Yeah, it's still just a grass patch back here. There's a hedgerow right back in there. And just a grass patch, that's where the play area used to be. I wonder why they pulled that out. I've shown this before, but as you can see, Legoland Florida is a giant park. It's really big. It's not really big width-wise, like side to side, but lengthwise up and down, it is humongous. And then right here, this is where the Lego Flying School used to be. This is where they're supposedly doing the brand new project, because I was right here by the gazebo. This is the original Cypress Gardens area. And remember, we could see these water slides right from this area. And I said, I've never been able to see that before. The way they have this closed in with trees, it feels like you're miles from anywhere. I never realized you're literally right up against the water park. So that is part of the new project, apparently. So we'll see what all of this looks like when we get back there, because I haven't seen this yet. And we have the Land of Adventure. Not to be confused with Adventureland. You don't want to call it Adventureland, you get sued back to the Stone Ages. And this is home to one of my favorite rides in the park, the Lost Kingdom Adventure. Right here. That one. So this Pharaoh's Revenge play area, it's kind of like a ball launching play area. You launch these foam balls at each other. Universal, back in their Curious George kids area, used to have a gigantic version of that. And that's what they tore out to make way for the new DreamWorks land. So if you want to experience a little bit of what used to be at Universal in the kids zone, come to Legoland Florida and play the Pharaoh's Revenge. And the roller coaster's back riding again. They were retracking this last time. They were just about ready to open it up. Coastersaurus, this one is called. It was just nearing its end of refurbishment last time we were here. This is another very popular ride out here. This can get to some pretty long wait times. The one thing I will say about Legoland Florida is this is how I imagine Epic Universe to look like in a couple years once all the trees mature. There's a lot of shade here. This is the one really nice thing about this. There's the boat school. That's a fun little ride there, man. I did this once before. I think it crashed into a lot of walls. We're getting back to the construction area. I hear a lot of equipment moving around, and I see a very large building through the trees. Oh my gosh, it's right here. Wow, they have moved fast on this. It's right there. They blended in with the driving school. Holy smokes. Let's see what we can see here. So here's the entryway to the water park as well. We'll walk back here. So in case you want to get to the water park, you can't. The only way to get into this water park is through the actual theme park. I don't believe you can park out back and walk to it. But you want to go back and find the driving school, which back when I'm guessing Ford used to sponsor this used to be called Ford Driving School. But you want to find the driving school, and then you'll see the Legoland Water Park sign. And just follow the arrows. My guess is that this pathway here, this is what led back to flying school. This will probably be what takes us to the new ride eventually. Wow, this is This is way different than the last time I was back here. Can't see a whole lot back here. Yeah, they got this pretty well walled off. But that is a big building though. Holy smokes. That is huge. And then here we are at the water park. Cross over the lazy river. There was a good view right here. Dang. Yeah, that's big. Here's a good view right here. Man, that thing's big. I gotta talk loud so we don't get copywritten, but I'm guessing you're gonna board in somewhere around here. This looks like an entryway right over here. Right here. Right? Does that look like an entryway? I have heard too that this is going to be space themed. That's just rumors, because I guess they're building the same one over in Carlsbad, California, where Legoland California is, and I guess they're very similar rides. That one's going to have a flat ride when it opens as well, which is going to be like a flat ride spinner type, like an Astro Orbiter type ride. But yes, space seems to be the theme here. We'll see. We'll see how accurate that is. I wish I could give you a better depth of this building, but it goes way back that way. As you know, Florida, in the summertime, it rains and thunders a lot, so anything indoors is always a plus. Especially roller coasters. Very cool. Oh, I thought something was missing. The other thing that's not here is the mermaid fountain, which is right here, which she sat right in this area. Wow. Yeah, they took her out. Wonder if they'll bring her back when they're done with the project. Oh, can we see anything through the fence? I don't want to go anywhere I'm not supposed to, but I'll take advantage of a gap in the fence. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, this is a big project. So yes, to get to Legoland Water Park, you have to walk through the theme park. Just so you know. I'm amazed at how fast they've been building this, because I think when this was announced, which was a couple months ago, they had it on the news, and it appeared on a lot of YouTube channels where it showed them pouring the foundation, similar to how they poured the Guardians of the Galaxy foundation. And they did that rather quickly, and now they got all this done. So we'll have to keep an eye out for further announcements, and again, we'll come back periodically. Like I said, we got an annual pass here. They say 2026. My guess is usually theme parks like to have these big projects open by the spring break season, and by how this building looks already, I would say that's a pretty accurate statement. But if you go back a couple vlogs, this was, geez, probably sometime last year, when they had the fencing up here because the water park was closed that day and flying school was still here. And I talked with one of the, they call them the model citizens here, the Legoland employees. I talked with one of the model citizens and was asking if they knew what was going to be put back here, and he said, just get ready for something big, and he was not kidding. Real quick, in between driving sessions here at Lego Driving School, you can see a good view from here. You can see how big that show building is, where the indoor roller coaster is going to be. Wow. Yeah, if you want a good view of this, come down to the Lego Driving School and just take a look. This guy here must not like heights, because he looks like he's gonna buy a couple of Buicks. Oh, by the way, that's I learned that from my aunt. She's saying when somebody's throwing up, it sounds like they're buying Buicks. Buick! And I was trying to figure out what he's doing up there, if he's adjusting the sign, but he's after the firehouse cat who appears to be stuck up there. Or the cat's adjusting the sign. Or if it's like my cat Maverick, he's just hanging out up there, getting some sun. This guy should be footing the ladder. Sir, you're not holding the ladder. You're not being a very good ladder spotter for your firemen up there. If he falls off, it's your fault. I'm heading out of the Lego City area to the Lego Technic area. This area here, I'm wondering if at some point they're not going to build something else here. This seems to be one of the more quieter areas of the park. Like, you rarely see this area full unless it's really busy times. I know there's a restaurant in here, but the only downside is it's seating outdoors, but it's uncovered seating. And like I said, you rarely see people down here. Oh, and they took Einstein down. That was where the big Lego head of Albert Einstein used to be. He's not there anymore. They've replaced him with a couple of these characters, giraffe and something else there. Wow, lots of work going on over here. This is the Lego Aqua Blaster ride. I know this ride was definitely needing some TLC, because this side over here, where this hole is, this side ran, but this side over here did not. And a lot of the special effects, there's these poles that sit around here. You push the button and it sends an explosion of water up, and if you time it right, you can get the person on the aqua cycle pretty wet if they have their boat spun all the way out. This is one of those too, where it's really creative in how they did this. It's in the water and it has a steering wheel on it. It's got fins on the back of the cycle, and when you turn the wheel, it positions the fins in the water and it makes the cycle spin outward, like a whip ride on the water, if you will. And then this right here, I learned that there was an octopus, I believe, that sat here. I'm not sure if that octopus is ever coming back or not, but right where the seagulls are and the pelican is where the octopus sat, and on that octopus was a golden brick, and that golden brick was placed on the grand opening of Legoland Florida's first ever day of operation. Well, hopefully if they don't bring it back here, that they put that golden brick somewhere, because I mean, it's an important piece of the history of the park. So here's what I was talking about, everybody. See these poles right here? I think it's right there, and then right there. Those poles have little green buttons on them, and those do look brand new. So hopefully, again, they are replacing this. But you push those buttons if you time it right. When the aqua vehicle comes by, if it's swung out enough, you push that button, it creates a water explosion. If you have it timed right, you can get the person on there pretty wet. The Great Lego Race. That was a fun ride. If you need a kidney stone to come out, if you need a little chiropractic work done on your back, ride this. It'll get you taken care of. And then right outside of the Lego Technicland is the lake. And this is one of the more beautiful aspects of Legoland Florida. It reminds me of Indiana Beach, my hometown park that I grew up going to. It sits on Lake Schaefer. And if you ever want to cool off in this park, come down this way and take a walk along the lakefront. And this will also take you down to Pirates Cove. Let's take a walk back here one more time, see if we can see any construction. Because remember, this is where I was at before, right here. And that's where all the trees are gone now. So you can actually walk across the bridge. This was closed for a long time. The other nice thing about the gardens back here is, I mean, you could even bring a picnic lunch into the park with you and come down here and just relax and have a nice picnic lunch and watch the boats of the Pirate Adventure ride go by. And yes, the trees are gone. Hopefully they'll replant some of those to cover up the water park. Because again, as I pointed out, how it looks behind the gazebo there is how it looked all through here. What's really crazy is there's the new ride right there. So I was literally right over there about 20 minutes ago, right on the other side of that fence. You'd never know it. I'm wondering if they're going to expand the water park any. The last time I was here, there was a lot of machinery moving around back here. A whole lot. The sheer size and scale of this park is enormous. Comparable to what we can see as guests from inside the walls of the park, there is so much room here. I mean, if Legoland wanted to, they could easily have one of the largest parks in the world here. The Cypress Gardens property is humongous, or ginormous as I like to say. And this is easily one of my favorite views in the park right here. That gazebo area also is one of the highest points on Legoland Florida's property here. What's neat about this ride is they recreated the old school ride they used to have through the botanical gardens here. That would be a fun job. That boat is not on a track. That's a free floating vessel, so you actually get to steer and pilot that boat. Well, so I did some research, and sadly, the Legoland Ski Show is no longer a thing. Its last show was on December 30th, 2024, so right before New Year's Eve. So everything that's down here is for the Lego. It's like a Lego music festival type thing. So yet again, another water ski show that is no longer. And I guess just reading about the ski show, it dates all the way back to Cypress Gardens, and it ran for almost a century. So almost 100 years of ski shows. But I'm not sure where you can go anymore to see ski shows, which then leads me to the question, what are they going to do with all this property down here? I mean, there's a lot of land here. I mean, I could see them using this venue over here, the main stage area, for performances and things like that. And also, you know, for the Halloween and Christmas and New Year's Eve fireworks. Man, that's a lot of land. So to give you an idea how much land is down here, you have the main stadium right here, and then you have the whole waterfront area. This is all seating for the ski show and any nighttime shows they have. And then you have the overflow seating over here, and then you have all of that along there, which, I mean, if they wanted to, I mean, you could add an entire land into here and put it on the waterfront if you wanted to. And they could build one of those wing coasters here, since Florida does not have one yet, which is surprising when you think about it. This entire state, the theme park capital of the world, does not have a single wing-styled roller coaster. And as I've pointed out before, this area here is still part of the original Cypress Gardens. And that right there is still a nice beaver. Real nice beaver. What makes this park so special and unique is they blended a theme park that was mostly botanical gardens and part theme park, and they kept some of the original qualities and blended it with the Legoland theme park. Still the fastest space flight ever. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the signs of the Lego Big Shop. But before we do that, we're going to take a little detour in the Lego factory. I don't think I've brought the camera in here yet. This is a pretty cool little shop. Yeah, they're not running at the moment, but up in the ceiling they have these Lego crates that move around on a track like it's a factory. It's pretty neat. Oh my gosh, they have the new Lego vending machine. Oh, this thing is so freaking cool, man. The only downside is it's $180 for 1,343 pieces. But man, that has like all the nostalgia in it. And the Notre Dame Cathedral. Yeah, see, I mean, this thing is $229, so what? Basically $50 more than the vending machine, and this has got 4,383 pieces. Like, come on, man. That Lego vending machine should be maybe 99 to 120 at most. One of the cool features of this Lego brick factory is they literally have every kind of Lego brick you can imagine, and you can get a bag right here, big or small, and fill it up with whatever bricks you want. So if you're working on a personal project, this is the place to go, because you can literally find any and all pieces of any and all colors, even the unique pieces too, like these, for example. They have the clear blocks right there, the hinge pieces. I mean, all kinds, anything you can imagine. Ooh, they have the BMW M1000RR. That's the set I was talking about at the Lego store at Disney Springs the other day. That's actually not bad either. $249 for 1,920 pieces, but this apparently is the largest Lego Technic motorcycle available. And right next to it is the Yamaha MT-10 SP, which is basically a naked version of the R1. And there's some of the Indy cars that I looked at the other day when I was picking out the Red Bull Indy car that I bought at Disney Springs. I have not seen this set yet either. The 24-hour Le Mans Puget 9x8. Wow. And then there's the McLaren. That's a cool set too. That's $450. But you're getting almost 4,000 pieces too. And there's the car I bought right before the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. Oh, and the McLaren Formula One team car. They even have the Lamborghini Scion here, or Scion. That's another one. $449 for 96 pieces. That's pretty good too. There's another set I'd like to have. I'm a big fan of these Technic sets, like I've pointed out, because they're a challenge. They're very much a challenge. That's a really cool set, and honestly, for 526 pieces, $74, and it works, that's not bad. So we're gonna follow the little big shop signs here. Oh, come on, buddy, say it this time.
Nice and tasty.
I missed you saying it the last time.
Nice and tasty. Get your tasty pizza here.
Do the pepperoni. Do it.
What do you like? You liking a pepperoni? I got the pepperoni.
So this is the temporary little big shop here, it looks like. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, they moved the whole store in here. Dang. There's the new Luxo Junior lamp and ball. They have the new Simpsons Krusty Burger. Oh, how freaking cool is this? This will be one of those sets to have, because the other Simpsons sets, the Simpsons house and what is it, the Quickie Mart, are worth a small fortune right now. Oh man, God, this is tempting. I like the sign, underpaid overtime. Sign up now, mandatory. Oh, that's where Homer, they have the Homer was stealing the grease. This is also the area that has the coffee shop in it too, so they kind of blended two into one. This is also where the museum is too, the Lego Story. So I imagine once the normal brick shop is all done, they'll return this back to the way it normally is. Blacktron, that's a cool set too. Oh, there's the Mario Kart, that just got released recently. And then the Pac-Man set's still available. As I've said before, if you can't find the Lego set here at Legoland Florida, or any Legoland theme park, it does not exist. Like, they literally have everything here. That'd be a neat set to have. Ooh, they have some of the models up here from the Lego Big Shop, from some of the sets that are normally on display in the Big Shop, but since it's under construction, they got them displayed out here. Let's take a look. I know I've pointed this out before, but this is the Dungeons and Dragons set. That is very, very well detailed and amazing. Be a cool set to have. That dragon you can place anywhere. And there's the Botanical Garden set. See how I was saying, like that and the other garden set would go together really well. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know they came out with a Lego Flamingo. How cool. And here is the Titanic set. They have it in pieces, but you can see the sheer detailing of this thing and just how big it is. I'm not sure how they turn. I mean, it looks like this is gear driven somehow. Something turns this. This is the engines. It turns the engines, which then turns the propellers on the back, and then the rudder steers even. So here's one of the motorcycle models, the Ducati. You can see the gears and the shifter back here. And it looks like the rear tire in that even has suspension and everything that works. And we're back to the front. Let me check on this sea life thing one more time. So I did confirm with one of the really nice model citizens up there, you have to have a ticket to get in here, which I believe they're at $15 right now. I'm not sure if that's going to change. Or you have to have a gold or an elite level annual pass. The tickets, I believe, do sell out for the days, but if you have an annual pass, you can come and go as much as you want to this. So I'm going to have to upgrade my annual pass. But I will say this, though, it is very confusing for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that I was watching walk up to there, because it says technical rehearsal in progress, and a lot of people don't realize that you have to have a special annual pass or a special ticket to get in there. So again, I'm going to tell everybody once again, for those in the back, if you want to do the Sea Life attraction here at Legoland Theme Park, you have to have a special ticket, or you have to have one of the top 2 tiers of the annual pass. All right, Legoland Florida, we'll see you Friday. Legoland was really not that busy today. I don't think I've been to Legoland yet, and it's not either threatened to rain or we had to get going because it was going to rain. Even at Christmas, if you can recall my Legoland vlog at Christmas, we had a brief downpour. Oh yeah, we are leaving at a good time.